You are the leader of your own academic journey, and you have the power and the capacity to lead and to learn to lead and engage with academic research and writing in a way that really works, where you're able to reasonably, reliably produce results and actually do what you say you're going to do when you say you're going to do it more of the time, and work in a way that is sustainable for a human, that acknowledges you're not a robot and that you have legitimate human physical, emotional, relational, and spiritual needs. So this week in the academic writer space, our theme for the week is leadership. This is our co-working community where we co-work together all week long, and we're going to thread the theme of leadership, of really how do I lead myself from the inside out so that I can engage with my research and my writing in a way that really works for me and produces the results that I want. So here are 4 ways that you can nurture your ability to lead. Number 1, cultivate self-awareness, the ability to, in a sense, drop your eyes inside and observe the kinds of thoughts that are present, the emotions and the sensations, the patterns of behavior, where you can begin to actually see and sense and feel into the inner workings of what's going on when you're working effectively and when you're not. So a simple practice that can help you cultivate self-awareness is to end your day by writing down what worked today, what went well, what felt like a success. No accomplishment is too small to go on this list. Number 2, what didn't go well? What felt like a failure? What was frustrating? What am I disappointed in? And then you can sit and observe those data points of what went well and what didn't go well, and ask yourself, what can I do tomorrow? What's a wise way of approaching my day, given what was successful and what wasn't? That your own lived experience is actually telling you how to work effectively the next day, in a sense, how to lead born out of your own actual experience. Number 2, pause. Being able to lead your life consciously, where you're actually choosing how you speak to others, how you approach your work, how you go about your day, requires some sense of space. That we recognize that in between the stimulus of whatever's happening inside your own system or what's happening outside of you, between that stimulus and the response is a space. And when we don't pause, when we don't step back, take a breath and realize, wow, I'm feeling activated by something, I feel my automatic patterns, my avoidance, my perfectionism coming on. Let me pause. Okay, what's happening inside of me and outside of me? How do I want to respond wisely to my unfolding reality that I'm living in versus reacting to it in more of my unconscious patterns? Number 3, prepare to lead. Both prepare internally and externally. We really need space and time to step out of working, to rest, to settle, to calm, to soothe, and to connect into the essence of what's true in us. What do you care about? Why are you on this journey? What matters to you? So that when we rest and pause in this way, we're helping ourselves prepare to lead where we're more connected to ourselves and the values and the ways of being that we want to embody in the world. You also want to prepare yourself externally. The leader, the CEO of your academic journey, is going to show up tomorrow and work. Does that CEO have the physical and digital things needed to get to work? Does that CEO have a clear plan of what to do and what not to do? So taking time at the end of each day to, in a sense, be your own executive assistant who preps and plans and gets everything ready to go, so that the leader who shows up tomorrow, that CEO, is able to get right down to business and cross over and transition into leading and getting work done. Number 4, look for role models of leadership. Look for people who filter their leadership through a heart energy. People who understand that real power is power with and not power over. Now, I know in many academic environments, it can be hard to find role models of people who seem to filter their mentoring, their teaching, their leadership, their guidance through a heart energy. But keep looking because they're out there. How do they do it? Watch them, observe them. How do they speak to others? What's their tone of voice? What kinds of choices do they make? You'll notice that there's some way in which they seem to be connected and tethered to their own hearts, and they filter the way they engage and lead out into the world through that heart energy. It's really great to observe and watch those people because you can learn a great deal from them in terms of how you are a leader inside your own academic journey. All right, everybody, I'm so excited to talk about leadership. I think being able to lead and guide yourself from inside, from a heart-centered place, really makes an enormous difference in the quality of your life and the quality of your own academic journey. If you have never tried co-working with us, please come and join us for a free week of co-working. We really have a remarkable community of humans who live between Hawaii and Singapore right now, where we come together and co-work together all week long, and we're really learning as a community, how do we work in a way that works? How do each of us, as unique individuals in a unique context of life, how do each of us find pathways towards working in ways that really, really work for us and that deeply honor who we are as human beings? All right, everybody, I will be so happy to see you on Zoom.